Hey everybody, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Do you notice something back there? The creepy crayon. Whew. Boy, I hope you joined us for that adventure. That was something else. Who knew that crayons can be creepy? Do you have any creepy crayons that we should know about? Hope not. Jasper found a way to finally get rid of that creepy crayon. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you take a listen. See what you think about that story and let us know if you have any creepy crayons. You might need his way of getting rid of it to finally help you sleep at night. It was a fun story. In fact, today we have another fun story. If you join me for the sour grape or the smart cookie, all those books have been a lot of fun. Or the good egg, right? Yeah. Well, this story today is called The Cool Bean. Another story by Jory John and P. Oswald that you are going to love. Hey, I would love for you to keep coming on these learning adventures with me about emotions or going to new places, hearing about new cultures and heritages. Oh my, it has been quite the adventure, and we are not done yet. We have so much more to do together. In fact, I'm going to be having a live coming up where I read a story that I wrote. And also, I will be introducing my feelings journal that you can go through every day, learning about how you're feeling and how to express it. And you can write about it and draw about it. But I'll tell you when that live is coming up. But in the meantime, so that you don't miss it, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can keep coming back on these fun learning adventures more, because I love getting to read with you. It's like one of my favorite things ever. And I hope that you know that you are a big part of my life, because I want you to know how awesome you are and how much you matter to me and how much this world needs you. So I count it a privilege that I get to be with you. Now, as far as these books, if you would like to have your own reading library and share these stories with your friends or your family, please do. Like me, I went to my local library. I also have a media center at my school that I get to have a great media specialist that helps get some stories together for me to share with you too. And you can also purchase these books and help out these authors. You can buy online, or you can probably find a bookstore around you that you can go to. And if you want, if you check out my description, I also have a link for you in case you wanted to find that book right away. I took care of that for you. So please do. Well, time to get yourself ready so we can get started on this book. It's going to be a fun one about a cool bean. But there's a very important lesson that I can't wait for you to hear about. Now, use your eyes to see all the things that are happening in the story that maybe the author didn't put words to, but your eyes will see, and they will help you learn about this story. And use your mind and your heart to listen for some things in this important story that help you find out why the author took the time to write this story for us. And here we go. Get your comfy spot. All ready? Shake out those wiggles so that you can take a good old listening. Ooh, right away we see how cool these beans really are. Watch out. Here come the cool beans. The cool beans. Uh-oh, here they come. Yikes. Some of the cool beans make other people feel all different sorts of feelings, don't they? Look. Some were so super excited to see the cool beans, and some were a little bit scared. I wonder why. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses. Yow! Oh, looking good. The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. That's how cool they were. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. Yeah, that's how friendships are sometimes. People that you know for all those years, sometimes you just kind of drift apart because you find out you learn more about yourself and you like different things, and yeah, you're still good friends, but not like how maybe it used to be. It's just how it is sometimes. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. Oh, they were so cool. One of them could play the guitar. Cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever known. Cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. Too big. I slicked my hair back. Too slick. I strutted around. I swaggered. Oops. Didn't seem to be going as good for him as the cool beans. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. Whoops. I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean for sure. Oh man, sometimes that happens. Whomp. You walked right into the door. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. Have you ever felt like that? Always seems you can find some kids who are able to do things better, and they don't seem to have all the same problems that maybe you do or I do. Yeah. Oh no. Look at him. Kind of gave up. That's not a good feeling. I hope this turns around. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans And the beans like me at Laguna Beach. Oh, look at them, the cool beans, laying on their raft, sipping a nice cold pink lemonade with their shades on. And well, there he is. The days all blended together. I lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans continued to be cool. I mean, sure, I miss them a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went. Until one day. Look at them. They're just so cool. I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out on the playground. I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. Wow! Oh my goodness! What's happening? Oh, wait. Bandages. Like bandages, but bandages. I love that. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. I wasn't laughing at him. A has-been was a funny pun on a has-been, but because he was a bean, cool beans, yeah, that's why. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. Another cool bean came to help. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. She helped him. I'm seeing something happen that I think is amazing and really cool. Do you know what it is? Let's see if you can guess. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad. If not for the, here's the word alert, word alert, word alert, word alert, kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence has continued to grow. Kindness changed things for our bean. His has been was no longer, he was getting a lot more confident in himself. Wow, kindness can really do a lot for someone. Somebody had my back, or a few somebodies. Look, they were helping push him on the swing. I love this. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Oh, they started hanging out again. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff that we do kind of get wrapped up in. And people can really start to look down or be mean at people who don't look the same. And like he's saying, it's really not all about that. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is good beans happening right here. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's real cool. And I added the word real. But the author said that's cool. And I think it's really cool. Look, this poor bean fell, dropped his books, and his papers went everywhere. Look at his face. What do you see? Some tears even, right? Or panic, scared, worried, disappointed, frustrated. All those big, heavy emotion words that don't really make us feel so good. But look what a hand reaching out just for a moment did. Let's look. Now look at his face. I see a smile, eyes that are looking up. He's standing up. He's feeling much better, happier, maybe even more confident. He has hope. Oh, those are good things that make us feel more happy, more able to face our day, more confident indeed. And look at his cool bean friends back here. They even look really super happy. They saw that he was being kind now because he was shown kindness. And that's how this works. Yeah, everyone could be a cool bean. He is so totally right. Now, is there anything wrong with having nice hair or taking care of yourself? Nope, not at all. But where it can get a little tricky is when we start treating others like they are less than, no matter what they look like, no matter if they're tall, short, thin, a little bit bigger, maybe a different color, maybe different hair color, different eye color, you name it. The things that we do to make ourselves feel like we're so much better means that we're hurting someone else. That is not cool. I would love for you to be that one that reaches out a hand, gives a smile to someone when it looks like they're sad. Or what about if someone is all alone at the lunch table? Do you know how that feels? Sure can't feel so good when you feel lonely. You can be the one that makes the difference for that one person. Maybe we can't go out there and change the whole world, but we can definitely change the way it feels for one person. And then that one person will remember what you did and how special you made them feel. And maybe, just maybe, they're going to go ahead and change the day of someone else. And then that's two people who were helped by two people. Now I see four. Do you see what's happening? It adds up to more and more and more and more and more. And we can start changing this world for good. All with just a wink of the eye, or a smile, or a helping hand, or a wave. Doesn't have to be big. Could be just as simple as that. And I know that you can be part of the change because you're awesome like that. And this is why I'm here, because I want to tell you that, because I believe in you. And I love that you're here. Hey, I hope that you'll keep coming back on these learning adventures, and you'll be encouraged to go out there and do the same thing and encourage someone else. And hey, why don't you ask your friends to come back and join us on our learning adventures? Tell your family, tell your friends. And you know what? We can make this world a better place together. Thanks for coming, and I hope that you have a great week ahead. And I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys. Have a good one.